Ladies and gentlemen, we have the melodious sisters who gave a brilliant performance in the evening today. Thank you very much for a great performance.
Thank you very much for the compliments. We really enjoyed singing here today. The vibration was really beautiful and I really enjoyed myself thoroughly in singing for the audience here. Wonderful audience. We loved it.
We have been performing many years now, and I see the audience swelling in number and both in quantity and quality, and so many things come together very beautifully in this venue, and it's very inspiring to sing, and we enjoy ourselves thoroughly every time we sing here.
Today's concert highlight, I should say, is RTP. I was speaking to the Honorable External Affairs Ministers. He also said the same thing. They were brilliant. Their synchronization was awesome, was what in the interview after the concert he told us. So would you want to tell us a few words about the RTP, and especially when you said that you had to practice while you were coming. So it was an awesome performance, I thought. So what do you think about the RTP, especially today? It was awesome. It was brilliant. Out of the world. After a long time, I'm listening to a live concert. RTP with so much of brilliance.
So much. Yes, actually, this RTP was also largely because of the traffic jam. We
traffic jam for a time, I think.
Yeah, so we got longer time to think of what we will do today. So we thought, okay, why not try this, because we have not done Varamu Ragam at all as Ragam Tanam Pallavi. Correct. There's only one note, which is the difference between Hindolam and Varamu, and everything came out very well today. We really enjoyed singing RTP.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Actually, talking of our music, I think we celebrate spontaneity on stage. Even though a duet singing does entail a certain kind of synchronization and structuring, we try to escape the structure and try to be as free as possible when we sing. So you would have noticed that on stage we try to catch on each other's vibes and we try to do something on the spot and yet merge together. So I think the RTP, it was in the spirit of what we like to do on stage. When we just composed it like about half an hour before we came here, it was very nice. I think to just sing it with an open mind, with no preparation, that is a different kind of a joy. It gives a certain kind of an abandon to the singing, I think, and that we liked.
Sure. That really opened up our minds as well as to what great singing can be. It was a wonderful affair. When you're not singing or when you're not practicing, what is that you guys like to do really?
Well, I like to curl up with a book and.
What have you been reading lately?
Well, I'm completely hooked right now on Harry Potter. So I'm discovering it so late after my daughter discovered it. So.
I'm a huge fan of Harry Potter. I can read that anytime, but I have read it too many times, so much that I know all the dialogues by heart. And I read a lot of stuff from the whodunits of Agatha Christie to the classics of Charles Dickens. I like them all. I read them all. Depends on my mood.
This is the 8th year you've been performing with the Mandali, I think. So would you want to tell us a few words about the Mandali and the services that happens here?
Yeah, as we said earlier, we have, I think, grown with the Mandali as well. And we see both the number really coming in, which is so great to see. It's so inspiring to see so many people sitting in front of you, so eager for the performance. And we can feel that, we can feel that vibration, that which inspires us to do as we did today. So I think largely it goes to how Ramaseva Mandali has managed and has done a wonderful job getting all these people into the venue and making this festival a grand success.
I think more than anything else, music is the unifying factor which harmonizes society. In many ways, it breaks through all kind of prejudices, barriers. It's the only one thing that can immediately connect across cross sections of the society, and in that sense, I think Ramaseva Mandali is doing a wonderful job making this music available to the public. And not only that, through music, they're able to mobilize so many other good causes. They're able to mobilize the funds, and they're able to give music, and they're able to. I also have heard about the charitable services, charitable work of the Mandali, and I would like to put in a word of great appreciation from my heart to the kind of work we need. May the breed grow. We need more and more of such people doing good for the society.
What do you think you should include in modern day kacheri to attract young crowd?
Well, Well, it's very hard to say that because we don't think of music as appealing to a particular section of the audience. We sing what comes to us, spontaneously, what we are very passionate about, and I think that's the only way to reach. When I am very convinced and confident about what I am doing, and when I do things from my heart, it is bound to reach people. So I don't think it is right as far as I am concerned to say that what I do to please one section or the youth or it's a very good question. I'm very, very happy with the trend that is happening nowadays. People love, youngsters have, I think there is a revival of classical music, especially Carnatic music. Yes, and all youth, so many youth we see all across the world. I see more youth coming inside the auditorium and listening to 3.5 hours non-stop, which is amazing. I'm so happy.
Certainly, I think more than even just concerts, we also need to do a lot of work at the grassroots level, organize lecdems. In schools, I'm sure the metros do have exposure to classical music, but in villages, in the less popular metros, in second-tier cities, we need to organize. So we need to give exposure of Carnatic music to such children, because that only alone, just giving them a taste of music, that is the only thing that can lure them, nothing else. And as for the qualities, I think that would appeal to the youth. I think they're all basic good qualities of music should be there. Purity, perfection of sound, honesty and sincerity in singing, and no mediocrity. Try to reach for the stars. That attitude to give the best, to reach within you for the best. There is no such thing as satisfaction. You have to aim a lot more. I think that kind of energy, I think that would certainly bring the youth in, because tradition is nothing if not changing. I think it's a changing river, and we have to mold tradition the way we want after having understood it completely.
Very, very well answered, I should say. Having a lot of accompaniments along with you while singing definitely gives a great taste to the rasikas who are listening to it. But does it kind of hinder your imagination and your time for improvisation on the stage?
Sometimes it can, but if all the accompanists and you are in sync, it happens in many concerts where you know what they are going to do, and they exactly know what we are going to. They anticipate so. Yes, they anticipate so well, and that is the joy. Because in Carnatic music, nothing is said. It's extremely spontaneous. The way we interact on stage, the chemistry, it's all very spontaneous and extempore. So things have to really come together, and that's the great, magic. It does come together sometimes. Sometimes it might not, but that's okay.
Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, I should say it was raining rare ragas today at Bangalore Ramaseva Mandali. Thank you very much for giving us such a wonderful, memorable evening. This will stay in our minds for a long time. I should say this series, I have been coming for almost every concert. This is one of the best of the series, I should say. Thank you so much for giving such a brilliant evening. Thank you, Ranjani and Gayatri. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
It's our pleasure entirely. Thank you, Ramaseva Mandali, for having given us this wonderful platform to connect with the audience.
Thank you so much.